Welcome to the Big Dick Week 13 player episode. The Broncos beat the Chiefs Sunday with 2 touchdowns and 5 field goals. 5 field goals. Connor Barth nailed every one of his attempts. But let's be honest, they were chip shots. Sure, it was cold and windy, but any professional kicker should make all of those attempts. So Barth will not be given the badass nickname Barth Vader or the Big Dick Player Award until I see him kick a 50-yarder and a game winner. That said, it's nice to have a kicker who makes the kicks he should definitely be making. As I already mentioned, Sunday's game was cold and windy, but I don't think that had anything to do with the Broncos' offensive struggles in the red zone. The cold wind affected longer passes, but a lack of execution was the problem in the red zone. C.J. Anderson played great, knocking out 168 yards on the ground, giving him back-to-back games with at least 165 yards rushing, while also notching a TD for his TD belt. But he's not getting the Big Dick Player Award either in this episode. Mostly because I like to mix shit up, and because I now expect Bash to get at least 150 yards rushing every single week. I was impressed with the Denver defense. They held the Chiefs to 110 passing yards and 41 rushing yards. The Chiefs are an excellent running team, so holding Jamal Charles and the run game to 41 yards is very impressive. More impressive is the defense held the Chiefs to negative 10 yards total offense through the first quarter. So as a unit, the run-stopping defense gets the Big Dick Player anointment. But leading the charge was DeMarcus Ware and Terrence Knighton, who will share the Big Dick Player Award. Both men played great games, especially when they joined forces here for this pass deflection and interception. Knighton clogged the middle, often drawing double teams throughout the night, and completely disrupted the Chiefs' running game. This allowed Ware to be in Alex Smith's face all night long. He was only credited with 1 sack on the evening, but he was involved with at least 3 of the sacks on the evening. So, congratulations to Terrence Knighton and DeMarcus Ware for getting that Big Dick Player Award. Now, on to special teams. For the Broncos this entire season, the special teams have been shitty. But Sunday, it improved drastically, and that's why I'm also giving the Big Dick Award to Omar Bolden, who was involved in a couple outstanding special teams plays. I do believe the Chiefs' return man, DeAnthony Thomas, is a glutton for pain because he made no effort to make a fair catch here. Omar Bolden was in a full sprint, and he just laid down this big dick hit all over DeAnthony Thomas. Omar Bolden was also in place to recover the ball when this punt bounced off a Kansas City Chief knee right into his hands. Speaking of that play, I have some very exciting news for everyone. I know you all thought I was crazy with my rant about Poseidon last week. Well, then how the hell do you explain this picture of my friend Mike in Kansas City just hours before the Broncos game? That's right, that's fucking Poseidon behind him. A statue of Poseidon in Kansas City, following Mike. The good news that I promised you is that Poseidon ditched the endangered dolphins and jumped on the Broncos bandwagon. He brought the wind with him from the sea, which is what guided this ball right into the knee of Cooper. Without Poseidon's wind, that play doesn't happen. He also returned the football bounces back into Denver's favor, which was evident when Raheem Moore knocked the ball right out of Donnie Avery's buttery hands and directly into Bradley Roby's masculine horse hands. So it's official, the Broncos have a superpower to aid them against whoever they play through the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. It's Poseidon. I also have to give a Big Dick fan shout out to the real Mushin, or Mushin, I'm not really sure, who sent me this game prediction, which was eerily accurate. Via Twitter he sent, here we go, Broncos win tonight, 35-17. Alex Smith sacked 5 times. Von Miller with 3 sacks, Wolf with 1, and Ware with 1. Throws 2 picks, Marshall and Harris. Now that's a good prediction. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter. He's a loyal Broncos fan. We talk quite a bit, and he obviously knows what he's talking about. That was much more detailed and closer than the prediction I gave on the Mile High Huddle. So, also sounds like he's smarter than me. So maybe you shouldn't follow him. Thanks for watching the Big Dick Player episode here on That's Good Sports. Make sure you go over to the Mile High Huddle for more Denver Broncos videos and news. And to subscribe here. Subscribe and share this video with a bunch of, dudes and chicks, and let's take over the world.